Stay safe.
Stay active.
And stay healthy.
Hi, I'm Mr. Neville from PASS, Physical Activity and Sports Specialist. Okay, so today what we're going to be doing, we're going to be looking at striking and fielding, and we're going to look to try and improve ways of fielding the ball when it's on the floor. So for this lesson, you're either going to need a ball. If you haven't got a ball, you can use a pair of socks. Okay, so I'm going to use my oldest daughter to do this for our warm-up, because it's really important that before we do any physical activity, we always do a warm-up to get our bodies ready. Okay, so Freya, can you come in? Okay, for our warm-up today, we're going to use a ball. Okay, so we're looking just to move around, trying to pick the ball up. Okay, really important that we keep our eye on the ball. Okay, so straight away, I'm going to have the ball. Are you ready, Freya? Okay, I'm going to roll it. Freya's challenge is to try and move and not let that ball go through her and go through her legs. Okay, you ready, Freya? Ready, and go. Good. You do the same. Okay, as you start to move on, you can start to make it a little bit harder. So roll it with one hand and pick it up with one hand, or roll it with your right hand. Can you pick it up with your left hand? Okay, so pause now, go and do your warm up. Okay, so everyone, you're nice and warm, you're ready for the next activity. So what we're going to do, we're going to look at ways to try and stop the ball going through us. I'm not going to say too much to start with, but for this activity, what you're going to need is making a goal. So I've got 2 moisturiser bottles. You could use bottles of pop, you could use cups, whatever you've got around your house. So what you're going to do is you're going to place it down and you're going to make a goal. You're going to have a ball, and you might want to have some socks as well. So for this activity, I'm going to call Freya on again. So Freya, in you come. So what we're looking to do is to try and stop the ball any way without it going through us. So we're looking, the most important word is making a barrier. Okay, so if I miss it with my hands, it's hitting another part of my body so it doesn't go through me. So for this game, we're going to act like a goalkeeper. So Freya's going to have the ball, I'm going to go in goal first. So I'm in the goal, Freya's going to roll the ball however she likes, and I'm going to try and stop it. So I'm going to go down, so I've gone down, got my knee down, I've made a barrier. If I've missed it with my hands, at least it's going forward, it doesn't go through me. Go up, then I might get my knees, legs together, hands down, and roll it back. So there, after 3, go Freya, there, stopped it, I'm going to roll it back, there, go again Freya, there, going to go down. After 3, I'm going to change over. So Freya's going to have a go. Can I have the ball, Freya? Okay, and we're going to do exactly the same. So remember, Freya, we need to try and make a barrier, stopping this ball going through. Okay, it's really important that you keep your eye on what? What is it?
The ball.
Yeah, and you don't want it to go where?
Through my legs.
Good girl. Excellent. So I'm going to use for this, I'm going to use a ball, but I'm also going to make it a little bit harder because I'm going to add some socks in as well. Okay, so you ready, Freya? Good, well done. Roll it back. Well done. Roll it back. Oh, straight away there, Freya's got her legs open. Could that have gone through your legs if you missed it with your hands?
Yeah.
Yeah, so how are you going to make it next time? What are you going to try and do?
On my knee.
Good, well done. Okay, so after 3, we're going to change over again. But this time, we're going to try and make the person in the goal, we're going to make it a bit bigger. So I'm going to make my goal a bit bigger. To make it a bit harder, just to try and make the person move a little bit. So this time, Freya, all I want you to do is I want you to try and roll the ball any way you like, but try and score in the areas, okay? So I've got to try and move, okay? To allow myself to get my body in line with the ball, leg down to make a barrier, Okay, you ready, Freya? And go. So I'm there, nice and try and get my body in line with the ball to stop it going through, and I roll it back. Okay, so everyone, off you go, go and give it a go. Okay, everyone, for the next activity, we're going to try and build it up a little bit. So we're going to try and use our barrier, getting down nice and low, any parts of our bodies to be able to stop the ball. But this time, we're going to try and look to throw at a target. So for this, I've got a box, okay? You could have some cups, you could have some bottles, anything just to try and throw at. Okay, so we're going to look to try and stop the ball, eyes on the ball, legs down to make a nice strong barrier, and then we're going to look up to try and throw at a target. Okay, so Freya, can you come back in? Okay, so Freya, can you go there? For this, we're going to stand there, about 3 or 4 steps away. So Freya's going to roll the ball. I'm going to make a nice barrier, get down nice and low, get my hands there. I'm going to get up, and then I'm going to look to try and pick. Maybe I might go overarm, I might go underarm into the box. Okay, so let's give it a go. Ready, Freya? And go. So I'm going to roll it, I'm going to get down, nice barrier, I'm going to get up, overarm, throw into the box, and then I'm going to run out the box, come round, roll it, stop it, good, throw it in, good. Then we go round, come on Freya, keep going. That's it, there, there. Over, this time I might go underarm, into the box, round, there, go in, good, and then we come back. Okay, and what we can do, we can have a little bit of a competition with whoever you're working with. How many times can you get it into the box? If you miss, the other person gets a point. Okay, well done everyone, go and give it a go. Well done everyone, good lesson today. So, what I want you to do, I want you to keep a record of your score, try and beat it throughout the week. Come and join us next week for the next part of our striking and fielding lesson. Stay safe, stay active, stay healthy.